Recording in progress.
Guys, hope we are all okay. Hope tuko sawa sawa. So hope mliona hii video because I want to spend less time explaining what I did in Oh, sorry about that. I was saying I want to spend less time explaining what I did in the video. If you haven't watched, which is unfortunate, I don't know if it's visible, but this is how it looks like. This is how it looks like. I'll be sharing the entire of my screen so that we can be able to view most of it. So today I want to introduce something very, very new to Java. This is the first time you're merging two languages, that is Java and MySQL. And for us to do that, because MySQL deals with database, we shall need what we call a local server, and we shall be using XAMPP for that. Then also we shall need what we call a driver. A driver connects one thing to the other. So if it's Java to MySQL, a driver will connect us from Java to MySQL. If you go to another language like maybe CSS or something more, again, we always need a driver to connect it, or like maybe Java and Bootstrap, we shall be using a driver. So today I'll start by, okay, let me share my entire screen. So before nikuje kwa hizi vitu zingine, here's my entire screen. Okay. Before I come back to these other things, I want to first of all make sure nime install hii because najua sija install. Let me plug this one. So Zambi unaweza download, is free, it's open source, unaweza para kwa internet. Mine is here. I don't need to copy. So I'll just double click on it. Niach pay type install as I explained some other stuff, because today we shall be dealing with MySQL. Okay. To give you this error, just say, okay, next. That folder is this, next. Okay, so before nikuje kwa hii, ngoja ikiinstall because nilitaka tu start. Sikutaka nianze kama nisha install MySQL. Sikutaka nianze kama niko ready na drivers. Nifanye something from, I didn't have. Just wanted na nyenye pamoja in class. And as it's doing that, let me come back to this other the program, the one we're making. Let me just run it and see what it gives me. And if you can't see my entire screen, ama kuna part na explain now, Yoni, please tell me because I'm not sure if all of it is being shared. Yep. Imefungua nini? Let me just run this one nione nini itanipatia. Then nili explain kwa video, if you run this one, output yako inakupatia outside your IDE. For example, this program, it is independent from NetBeans. If you close NetBeans, you can start it independent. Anyway, hatujafika hapo bado. But let me go back to it. Let me remove NetBeans there. So if you take a look at it, you can drag it around. It's just a program. Then ukiangalia hapa chini, it is iko na icon. By default iko na icon ya Java na haina title, because every program, if I hover over that one, this one unaweza ona icon. Oh, for example, this one, just an example ama hii. Kuna jina hapo juu na ka icon kando. So that's how we want our program to be. Hatutaki kuwa inashinda kila time ikifunguka iko na icon ya Java, we do not title. So I want to show you how to set the title and the icon. Once I do that, hope itakuwa imemaliza. Hope itakuwa imemaliza. Then we explain the database connectivity, then we connect, then we test. Tuangalie some of the errors you can get in case connection yako ikuwe poor ama ikuwe vibaya. If it's slow again, such kind of things. Any in general, so that ukipatana na any problem, you are very good, you know what it is and how to handle it. Okay, so let me go and show you how to set this icon and the title above here. So I'll close it. And if I close it, I'll have to let me close this output because I'm no longer using it. The other programs we made, like a simple calculator, you can go ahead and give it a GUI and try it from a GUI. Ni sawa. Kuna ingine ilikuwa assignment, I think assignment for week 2, if not 3. They're asking you about our school management system. We were supposed to make something simple, but now that we know GUI, you can try and give it one. Where was I going? Oh, if you open this other one, if you open your project, your JFrame like so, kuna options tatu, kuna source, design na history. So if you want to code, you click on source, itakufungulia codes. If you want to design, come back on design. If you history ya nini. Any change una make ukisave in a recording in this format. So in case you want to go back, scroll to hapo na chagua the last time ilikuwa, then it will take you back. Give me a minute. Hello. Si unipatie tu time kidogo ni committee. 9:30. Sorry about that one. Nilikuwa nasema ukitaka kodi yako, you click on this source option. Hapa ndio kodi yako inakuwa. Then I told you this class. Your class, this class for mine is called dash for dashboard. Extend means it's inheriting from this class called JFrame in that package. So easy components tunatumia the button, the text field, they are from this class. What we are doing is we're just modifying them. Anyway, you come to your constructor. This is your constructor. Remember, constructor ni method iko the same name as your class. We call it a constructor. So from here, I'll start with the simple one, your title. There's a method in this JFrame. It's called set title. So you overwrite it. Ama unai override ni kama kuimodify. So it's called set small s, then title capital T, like so. So this is how the method looks like. So hapa ndani tutaputa our title. What was the name again? Blue space. Bwana niandike mzuri. Blue space management software. You can give it any title. Then I'll save this one. So this will be your title. If I can check it out, nilikuwa nimesave. Sasa unaona iko na icon na title. If you hover around this one, hapa chini pia utaona there is an icon and there is a title. So that's how you do it. Then for your icon, shida ipa icon gani? There is this package nilikuwa nimemake ya icons. Nilikuwa nime-explain. So nione first, delete next. Okay. Sina hapa icon. I can simply create one using a program. I explained in that video, if you have seen, the program is called Iconsite or picture. I just take a random icon, then use it. And the best icon to use, use what we call a PNG type of picture. Kama ukidownload na make sure ni PNG. No thanks. So nitafute nini? I'm looking for a logo for a computer. So let me search computer icons. There are a number of them. Nichague gani? Just pick any. Then make sure logo yako si file kubwa sana. Don't take a logo something it's size ni more than 1 MB. That is too big. Hiyo ni kubwa sana. So I'll open this folder. Iko under NetBeans. It's called POS, SRC, POS, then icons. This thing already explains. So kazi yangu tu itakuwa kudrag. Which one can I use? Which one? Naweza tumia hii mouse, computer mouse. It's a good look. Colored. Nione gani ingine inaweza nibamba hapa. Ama hii. Angular.js. Kama nizapata ingine. It's usually a good behavior. You just use one. Ukijaza images mingi uko na utumie pia it will make your program very big and very heavy for nothing because you have images that you're not using. So I think I'll use this for Angular.js. I'll rename it. Niita tu logo like so. Hope it's PNG. Yeah, it's PNG format. Okay. Sasa nyinyi rudi huku. Then in my, okay, let me come back to design. Design, if you want your code, you click on source. Once you're on source, kuja kwa your constructor, then overwrite the method for carrying this icon. It's by default inakuanga na icon in Java. So if you want to override, you'll put your own icon. It's called set icon image. Set icon image, and then the I in icon and image inakuanga capital letter. So ukiandika different, maybe niweke small letter, it will give me errors. It will tell me to create the method. What else do I need? Then inside here, I'll type toolkit dot get default toolkit dot get image, get image. Hizi ziko already, so you don't need to struggle typing all of them. Then hapa ndani niandike get class, hoping my class was capital, dot get resource. Yeah, si kitu mrefu sana. Okay, ni mrefu sana. Si kitu mrefu sana. It's this method. Inside this method tuko na hii. Then inside get image ndio tuko na get class and get resource. Then hapa ndani unaandika URL to your icon. URL ni the path to your icon. So my path is /pos/icons. Hii ndio naandika hapa. If it's visible. Then slash the name, we may name to logo.png. PNG. Like so. Then I'll save this one. Let me confirm if the logo is there. Iko. So in case you make a mistake in any of these, especially the URL, haitarani project yako is start. It'll give you an error. Let me try. Maybe naongelea kitu yenye natengeneza. Siko sawa. Down here you can see your icon. Sasa ikuleti default ya Java. So it's running like any other program. Vile unaona hapa chini kuna NetBeans, kuna hii hapa cha. Do you want to code? Okay. Imemaliza. Okay. I was saying venye hapa chini, just give me a few minutes before I come back to explain you. Hapa chini you can now see the program yetu. Iko independent from IDE. Iko na icon yake, iko na title, is a program just like any other. So that's how you do it. It's a very simple code. Najua kama umeangalia video YouTube ama umejaribu kufanya research, most people wanna recommend you write a different method. Then kwa hiyo method ndio override hiyo method, but that is just repetition. Unaandika method ndio override another method yenye inaweza override directly. It's just necessary repetition. So the quickest way you can do it ni kuandika tu pale kwa constructor. Yeah, I'm saying that because nilikuwa naangalia Stack Overflow about the same how they are doing it now, and most people walikuwa na opt kutumia, they create a different, they come down here and they create a different method, of course void type, then wanakuja wanahita hii method alafu wanaimodify alafu wanarudi kwa constructor. It's a long procedure. In the shortest way, just call the method, override it, toka hapo. That's simple. Okay, so my XAMPP imemaliza kuinstall. So I think I'll close Java. Now come back to XAMPP. If you've never worked with XAMPP, this is how it looks like. So you only need to start Apache and MySQL. You need to start them. Once you start them, that means you're working. So I'll click on, under MySQL, I'll click on admin. Hizi zingine don't worry about that one. If you're doing networking, you can worry. But for us, hizo mbili ni sawa. Click on admin. Admin, it will open your databases. Of course, default hakuna password, itafunguka tu. Default user inakuanga root. And you're going to understand that one in a very short while why I'm saying we don't have a password. So this is how the database looks like. So we're going to create a database that we're going to use, because you can't connect with MySQL when you don't have a database. Okay, uta connect, yes. What are you connecting to? You have to connect to something. So here, I'll click on databases, then new database, I'll call it POS, just a simple name, and click on create. It's a simple procedure. Click on database, under create new database, type the name, click on create. We have already created the database, it's over here. Once you have created it, vitu vingine tuachane na saa hii. Let's go to Java and tuone venye tunaweza link. Okay, before I come and link my program, POS program, with my database, I need two things. One is a driver, which I don't have. One is a driver. I'm going to show you how to download it. But if you're using older version of NetBeans, that is from below 12, inakuanga already inakuja. So what you need to go is just to go to program files under NetBeans, then search MySQL connector. But kama utaki process mrefu, you can still go online and download. I think I'll download it first. So to your browser, any type, zinapatikana anywhere, but there's one site I like. Just type MySQL Java connector. File download. Kuna version mingi. Download. But the best version kutumia between version, any version above 5, 5 and above. Don't go below. Kuna site hapa natumianga inaitwa jar.download.com. So anytime nina deal na kitu nahitaji a jar file in NetBeans, this is my best site. And because I nipeangi vitu haiko. Actually, I recommend use this one. So it's called MySQL Connector Java for MySQL. This one is version 8. My version 8 will just work well for me. If you're using version 5, haina ham. Where is the download button again? Maina downloadiwa wapi? Okay. The download button is here. Click on download. I think it. Duplicate. Okay. Nope. It's not a very large file. Hata 3.7 MB ni kubwa. Hii ni kubwa. Looks like something very small. It's around 1 MB, ama 1.5 MB. Something very small. Anyway, could download. Hata ukiwa na data, hata ukiwa na 20 MB, that one you can download it. Then, okay, so nime download here. I'll go and then the best thing ni kuiweka mahali penye unajua it is safe. think you can compress jar files. Let me extract it. Yeah, no wonder it was large. It's 2.4, 2.3 MB. It's here, so I can simply copy it. Oh my God. Nataka ni paste mahali penye najua itakuwa safer for me to use. I can paste it under NetBeans project. Anytime na carry vitu zangu za NetBeans najua tu, that's why it's found. You can leave it in downloads if you trust your downloads. Oh yeah, we have 10 minutes. We have 10 minutes. Okay, so niko na my drive already. Then what the other thing I'll need, you'll need a method that will connect you to a method that links you, this program, and my database, that is POS in Creator. You can use a method which I won't advise, or you can use an entire class. Wanapenda kutumia entire class because of errors. Anytime I get an error, if it's a class, itanipatia what I need. So I'll come and create a class here, or you can create another package, call it database, weke huko ndani sawa. I'll call this class DB Connect. Okay, I like calling them. Hope I'll be able to do this one in 9 minutes. So this is the class. Then in this class, I'm going to introduce a few new things. So kama una type mahali, book as a 20 kidogo. Now in this class, I'm going to have a number of things. One is the driver manager to connect my class, which is in my software, to my database. Then the other thing, I'm going to introduce another variable. Together tulisoma about primitive variables and non-primitive. Tukadili na primitive variable, the integer, the string, what. Now we are dealing with non-primitive variable. The first one I'm giving you is called connection. Connection is a variable that, okay, it's an SQL variable. It doesn't belong to Java. So if you want to use it in Java, you have to import. So I'll create a variable connection called con inside this class. So ikikupea red mark means you have to import something. So Java SQL connection, that's what you are importing. Yeah, it saves time than me going up here and typing import java.sql.connection in a save time. Then something else, I'm going to create a method of connection type. Public connection, that's the type, and I'll call it get connection. You can call it any name, sawa. Si lazima uipatie jina kama yangu. Let me call it connect because there's an inbuilt method called get connection that nikiwaambia hii ni small letter and capital, you get confused. So let me just call it get connect. Then hapa nikuwe na return, itakuwa na return what the variable in declare hapa juu called con. Now inside this method, using one line, ndio connect. Connection ya Java na SQL single, just one line. And the line is what I'm typing. It's called what? Driver manager. Driver capital G capital M, driver manager dot get connection. And that's only one avoid kutumia hii. Then hapa ndani you're going to have three arguments. The first one is your link to MySQL. So the link is JDBC for small letter. JDBC for Java database connection. You put a full colon, you type MySQL. SQL, you put a colon, full colon, double slash, unaandika localhost. Localhost is the name of our server. Ingekuwa mahali pengine ungepea jina ingine. Slash, nikiweka hivyo slash, let me come back here and declare three other variables of string type. Moja ni database, DB name, database name. And our database name is called POS. Remember when we created it? Let me just check. It's called POS, small letter, case sensitive. And then the other one, the server name, ama niandike server, it's the username ya server. Username, let me just call it user. The username, it's root. Kama unatumia MySQL, default user inakuanga root unless you create another one. Then we are going to have password for our user. By default, because install sahi, by default hainanga password. Ikifunguka inafunguka tu. So this root and password ndio najua watu wengi wajuangi. So if you're using XAMPP, the default username inakuanga root and it doesn't have a password. Mtu wangu na swali. Oh, karibu. Haina password, haina, but ukienda umodify ni sawa, utakuja tu change hapa. This one is just for security. So Java ikiconnect itahitaji username, of course, which will give it, na itahitaji password yenye utaipea. In case you change, you come back here and change. If it's a program ushatengeneza, what we usually advise, you give it you're giving root username. Okay, come back to my statement. After this slash, am I missing something? After this slash, I'll add the database name. So DB name in create huko. You put a comma, I'll add the username, then I'll add the password. Those three arguments. Let me close it. Those three arguments uko sawa hivyo. But as you can see, it's giving us some error kwa hii line. And I want to introduce something. Sijui kama hii time itaniallow. There's something we usually call try and catch. Try and catch nilitaka nifundishe kwa classes and methods, but nikasema acha tukutane nayo ndio mu understand. Anytime you are writing a statement that can easily fail, ukitumia try and catch, that is the program will try to see if it's valid. Ikikataa, it will catch something we call an exception error. So we claim this error. Then itaniambia kuna hiyo, kuna statement catch, kuna ingine surround block. I'll click on surround block catch, like so. Kuna code kiasi generate yenyewe kama hii. Missing return fungulia huku ndani. Supposed to bring it down here. Yeah, return type ikuje hapo for this one. This inaweza kuwa hapo ndani. So tukirun hii, it will try to connect with our database. Ikifail, it will return what we call SQL exception error or an SQL error. And the good thing with this SQL exception error, ama try and catch, it will give you an error explaining what the error might be. Kama hii inaweza kuambia maybe the driver is missing, or maybe the database you created doesn't exist. Just to tell you, kukupea two hints. So in case you get stuck, in case you get stuck, uko na a few ideas where to start from. Okay, and I'm really not here, but ni hii inanionyesha. Yeah, but then you can still see my face. I'll correct it next time. Nyingine imebakisha. I think this all. Hakuna kitu kingine naongeza. Kitu kingine nikiongeza tu ni yangu. But as this simple, this one was enough. Try and catch was automatically generated. Let me say uniandika itapoteza error. Okay. As I only have 1 minute to end the break. So after the break is when we shall test this connection. Kama nimeandika kitu kwa kweli ama nimeandika kitu hakuna. But for now, this is the easiest way you can do it. Najua ukisoma vitabu, ukiangalia research mahali, kuna wajamaa wamejaribu kufanya in different ways. I'm trying to do it in the simplest way possible. And the simplest way possible is this statement. Okay, so in case to fail, because I'll make a mistake, nataka itoe hii mistake. Tuone mistake, tuone pia tunaweza correct, then kuja niweke kitu ingine. So after the break, I'm giving you 3 minutes because it's exactly 8:40. Just 3 minutes by 8:45 tuendelee because nataka nimalize haraka kidogo, and kama kutakuwa na watu na swali because you need to have questions about this one. Niweze kujibu. So 3 minutes for a break and we come back. Kama ni maji